This video sponsored by Meeple Movers. No minimum order, no subscriptions. Free shipping on every item, every day. At meeplemovers.com.
Hello and welcome to Brightside Game. I'm Brian. Today I've got an expansion called Ticket to Ride France, which is Map Collection Volume 6, France and Old West. This, of course, is by Alan R. Moon and published by Days of Wonder. In this expansion, you get two new maps. You get the France map that you build. It's build route action where you define the color of the route before they can be claimed. And then the Old West map adds another player, so you have 6 players, and you add settlements to the game. So let's check it out, and I'll show you the two new maps, the new mechanics for each, and I'll introduce you to Alvin the Alien in Ticket to Ride, Map Collection Volume 6. So this is the France board. You're going to need 40 trains, which actually is this minus 8. And as you can tell, this is a new color that came in the box, white. You also get these new track pieces. You would sort them by size, but I'm just going to lay them right here. So there are 5s, there are 3s, 2s, and 4s. So 1, 3, and 2. And they're going to go on the board. Like 5 would go there, 4 would go there, 3 would go there, and 2. But that's later. Players are placing these during the game. Each player starts with 8 train cards, and these are the same train cards from the original game. So I'm just going to deal 8 to our single player right now. And then you would flip over 5 over here. Then you deal out the destination cards. We're still going with our 1 player. And then they would, you have to keep 5. So normally, you have to keep 3 of your 5. So I'm only setting up 1 player, but normally you'd set it for all the players. These triple and double you only use in a 4-player game. Alright, so you have to keep 5. So we're going to look at these. So they're kind of all over the place. We got these 2 share multiplier. That one's down there too. These other 2 are kind of just out of the way. So we're going to go for those. We're going to discard these. Discard. Here's the rest. Then there's also the Globetrotter and the Ligne la plus long, or the longest rail. And also notice all the different countries. So we've got Spain, and we have Italy, Swiss, and Germany, and Belgium, yes. And of course, La France. So if you get a card that goes to the country, you just have to go to that country. So Spain, Italy, you just have to go to one of these. So these are our routes. So we've got Multiplier, and we want to go to Dijon, which is there. And we're going to want to go to Bordeaux, is there. Bordeaux, yes. Faux, that's what it is. Bordeaux, Multiplier, and Dijon. So once you draw cards, then you are going to play these, build a track, or define the color of the track that you can later build on. You can only build on a defined one. So all the 1s are out there, and then the 6 are, these 6 are wild, from Toulouse to Avignon. And then there are some other wilds, Nice to the water, Marseille to the water, and Perpignan. And much like all of the other ticket rides, you need a locomotive, and then the rest are wild. Those are the main differences. The rest of the game's played exactly the same. Just to show you an example, I'm going to pick these 2 cards up, and then, well, pick one, and then replace. And then after that, I'm going to take this, and I want to go for a multiplier. I'm going to play the blue 4 there. So that would be my turn, and then later on a different turn, I can play the cards from my hand. Let's say I played 4 blues, and then I could build my train just like in all the other games. I stack there, and then I score my points. Now this is tricky because even though you built that route, somebody else could build their trains there. And there are cases where when you build, it makes other routes not applicable. You can't play them. Like over here, there's a lot of crosses. There's a cross here, and there's some up north also. So you need to be sneaky about where you're going. All right, so now let's take a look at Old West. So here we have Old West. So we've got the ticket cards, and we've got the train cards that we're going to set up just like normal out of there. And then everybody's going to get their trains. Okay, so much like France, you will also get 40 trains. And but unlike France, you're going to get 3 cities, or your settlements. So 3, and then we're going to get 3 others of another color, represent another player. Also, like France, you're going to deal out 5 destinations, and you have to keep 3. So we have Idaho Falls to Fairfield. There's Denver, Los Angeles, and San Diego. So these 2 are similar. Nothing else is really along that. So we could probably take this one, kind of make it curve around, a little straight, and then branch off. Okay, so we're going to take these 3. All right, so then the player who's going to start last. So the player who's going to go last gets to place their cities first. So only one city. So they're going to place it according to where they're going to want to build a route, because where you build it, you have to branch out from there. You can't just start building over here. You have to be connected to your city. And we're going to build it over here we're going to build it in LA. We are white. We're going to build it in LA. Okay. And there are also 2 other cards. They're actually on the back of the France ones. We have the Globetrotter, just like normal. And then we have Alvin. So Alvin is a variant. We've got Area 51 over here. And he destroys cities. So, of course, he's going to start in Roswell. You can also use the miniature that comes in the Alvin and Dexter expansion, if you so have it. Otherwise, you just use the little alien token, which we are going to use. So Alvin starts in Roswell. You can't build your city in Roswell, and you can't ever build a city in Roswell. So the first person to build a route to Roswell captures Alvin, and then gets to take the Alvin card, and that gives you 10 points. Now, once you take Alvin, then you put him in a city you control. Once another player builds a route to your city, he's going to take Alvin and move it to one of his cities. And it's going to just continue moving around, and at the end of the game, the person who last controlled Alvin, or has the Alvin 10 card, gets the 10 points. So every route that you build has to be able to be traced back to your city. So after building a route, now let's say we built up this way, and we're here. So 1, 1, 2. All right, so we're building here. Once you build a route, you can choose to build it on either of the places you built it, but you have to play 2 cards of the same color. So I can build in Carson City or Winnemucca. So let's put it there. So when that happens, when somebody builds a route connecting to your city, you're going to get points from it. So once you're building there, so let's say this player, actually their city was there, and they needed to go this way, and they built a red one here, and then they built here. Since we're on that city, then white scores the points instead of red. And in the case of this, then both players would score points. And that's it for the special rules. You've got the already made, unlike France, and then you have the wilds, and then the locomotives, like all the other games. That's all the extra special rules, and then you're going to play just as normal. The only really thing you need to watch out for is you need to make sure that you're not, oh, I'll just build this 7 over here for points. You just need to make sure that you're always connected to your city. And you can only build 3 cities. And that's how to play Ticket to Ride, France and Old West. Okay, I've got my dad here for Parents' Opinions. Dad, what do you think of Ticket to Ride Volume 6?
I really enjoyed these 2 maps. I'm a big fan of the base game, but as you know, the more you play it, the more it just gets repetitive. And it's the same thing. So we kind of jumped in late with the maps. We do have map 5 and map 6.
Yeah.
So those are the only two that we can compare them to. But I really liked the new mechanics that were introduced.
Yeah. So France was interesting. It was really cool how you are building the tracks and putting them down. We made a couple dumb decisions early in the game, and it impacted the gameplay a little bit. But,
yeah, well, I mean, that's all part of this version of the game, right? Laying that really long route blocks off all that stuff down on the bottom of the map, and everybody has to live with it.
Yeah.
But I think out of the two, that one's probably my favorite of the two.
Okay.
Because I think defining what the map looks like is just really cool to me.
Yeah.
And it's different every time you play.
I think I agree with you too. I did like France more than I liked Old West. So Old West was cool. You got your settlements, and I feel that now that I've played it a couple times, I could actually go back and have more fun with it now. I mean, the first game was really hard.
Well, it's a lot more cutthroat. I think it's mean because you're stealing points with putting those cities or settlements in there.
So it's less of a Euro. It's more take that.
Yeah, it's kind of cool that they did expand to 6. We rarely have 6 playing one game.
Yeah.
But that was cool, and then having that kind of little variant there with the. I mean, they've already released Alvin.
Yeah.
And does something similar, but in this one, it's kind of like whoever hasn't like playing hot potato.
Yeah.
I guess inverse hot potato.
Take the potato. Take the potato.
You get 10 points for having
the potato.
Evidence of the alien.
Yeah. So the opponents, we've got the new settlements, and then the new trains. Same quality as all the others. And then cards, there's your normal cards, and then the board's cool. It's a 3x3, but it's just longer, so it's taller than it is long.
Yeah, it's a huge map.
It is big.
Yeah. But I mean, along with all of Days of Wonder components, they do an excellent job with the boards and all of the components.
Yeah. So the artwork's just the same on all of them. I mean, they each had their own take, like the rails. They had each little like railroad on France, and then Old West they had like a sketch, like it was a drawn map. It was really cool.
Yeah, it did. It looked kind of like an old school map, like the way that they had little sketch lines everywhere.
Then extra like little lines after.
And then the France one did kind of have an impressionist.
Yeah, and then it like each
painting.
Each country was like it was in that one font.
Yeah, it looked like it was like a Van Gogh or Starry Night or something.
That is a Van Gogh.
That's about all I know about art.
Okay. So easier for kids. We played it with Lincoln.
Much like all the Ticket to Rides, I think this one is great family game. So yeah, you can. There's little to no reading. We do like to some of these ones that are in other countries, in other languages. We like to sit the younger kids facing the map.
Yeah.
So when they're looking at the route cards,
so you're not trying to see a foreign language upside down.
Yeah, but I mean, other than that, I think you can play a wide variety. I mean, grade school kids can play this. I mean, it's just a well-known, well-beloved classic, soon-to-be modern classic board game. Just
with a new twist on it, with each of the new rules. So overall, I had a lot of fun with it. We played it a couple times, and cool building the tracks, and then chasing Alvin around.
So let me ask you this. We do have map 5.
We do have map 5.
Which is Pennsylvania, UK.
Yep.
Which one do you like better?
I like 5 better than 6.
Ooh, interesting. We'll be reviewing that one soon then.
All right.
Stay tuned.
Yes. So thank you for watching. Actually, Ticket to Ride by
Days of Wonder.
Days of Wonder, if we haven't said that enough. Thank you for watching Brian's Got Game. Like us on our Facebook page. Send us a tweet at Brian's Got Game. Visit our webpage, briansgotgame.com. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. I'm Brian, and this is my dad, and I'll see you next time.